Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Alright, we're live. Welcome one and all. Thank you all for coming in support of Ukraine. I just want to say a few shout outs. So thank you to admin and our advisor, Mrs. Miller, for approving such a unique event. And a huge shout out to Westboro TV for helping us with this live stream. So just some basic info before we start the group stages. The event is live streamed, as you can see. So please don't say anything bad. Make sure to join the WBRO Clash Clan if you're not in it yet. So I'll spell it for you. It's WBORO space CLASH. So we can run all the matches there and spectate you guys. There is a $50 gift card for the winner. The top 2 from each group will advance to playoffs. The Mighty Miner is banned. If you don't know what that means, that's fine. Most importantly, have fun. And what else? So don't forget, during this live stream, you can donate money to Ukraine. And for many of you here or watching, just to let you know, all the profits will go to Ukraine. So whenever you guys are ready, you can start with the group stage. So it's a round robin. You need to play everyone in your group, and then Amir will be updating the standings on the whiteboard. So the top 2, as a reminder, will advance, and the playoffs will be announced later. This is my co-casting partner, Ayush. So everyone say hi to him.
Hello. What's up, guys?
Alright, so without further ado, send your matches. You can press friendly battle in your clan. Can we switch to the iPad screen? So play your matches, have fun, good luck. We will be commentating. Let's see there. Can you unmute us? Thank you. Alrighty, so it looks like we got a hog quake, some sort of hog quake variation here. I'm not sure what guerrilla warfare is running. Looks like he's got Ice Spirit in the bridge.
Cycle.
A little bit of cycle. Both sitting on full Lexer, not trying to make the first move. Let's see how they'll react. So there's a hog. And the quake. Interesting though, did you see the emergency nerf from the earthquake?
I did see that. But that was a big commitment from StuCo.
Yeah, now he's going to counter push. And I actually think Guerrilla Warfare is running some sort of off-meta deck. I don't really see this when I play games, but I do recognize Buzzim's deck, which is, I think it's Hog Quake with the Ice Spirit variation. It's usually Fire Spirit.
With Valk,
Valk was also nerfed, I believe.
The off-meta decks are the ones that get you, to be honest.
The off-meta is just as valid as these meta decks because they can throw you off.
I'm curious to see what all the other people here are running.
Yeah. But if you heard that shout a while ago, Edward Shang seems very upset about his performance currently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fortunate. He was your protege.
Oh yeah. I taught him log bait. Yeah. Prediction. Oh, what a prediction log by Buzzim.
Great log.
The mini P.E.K.K.A comes down, and there will be a nice counter push here, but the Tesla is looking solid. That Magic Archer could be the key for Guerrilla Warfare to come back here. Who actually is Guerrilla Warfare in this? It seems to be Ishan. Oh, so this is Ishan versus Buzzim. Oh, this is a great matchup.
Early Tesla.
Looks like he's going to play Magic Archer. Prediction for the Hog, but Hog does not come down. The Mega Knight's there. Still some trash is being spoken.
Okay.
Mini P.E.K.K.A comes down. Oh, he's going to Hog Rider into the Mini P.E.K.K.A. I wonder if he gets a hit. The log comes down a little early.
We're talking.
Is our mic not on? Is the mic on, Aiden? Okay. This is an intense match, though.
Guerrilla Warfare is gonna have to collect them.
This thing is not really good.
Do you think Guerrilla Warfare could make a nice play with Magic Archer in this game? Maybe.
I think the only way he can come back is if that Magic Archer like stays alive for a while, gets a lot of hits in, gets a lot of value.
That Firecracker game.
That Earthquake does predict the Skarmy, gets a crucial hit on Ishan. Buzzim's gonna just log, try to predict something here. Tesla coming down. Yep. Oh, that body block almost sent it like away from the Tesla there.
Yeah, that would have been a little awkward. Not bad. Wasn't playing great defense so far in the game.
You know what I'm curious to see though in these other games? I want to see people running mirror because did you see
Mirror,
the mirror
I think,
buff
yeah.
with the
Mirror
plus
or
2
pump.
levels
I want to see if
now?
people are running pump the mirror.
That's okay. Buzzim takes the win. That is game. All right, let's go hop into another match. It's like Chris is playing Will Fitzgibbons. Looks like he's gonna go. I think we all know what Chris is running here. 2.6 classic deck.
Solid deck. I think it's actually great in meta.
I think this deck is like no matter what meta, it's always always up there. It's always solid. It's a high skill deck though. So I'm not sure exactly.
Hog,
some
I think
sort
is
of
very strong currently.
off meta log bait here with the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie was nerfed.
But I think it's still pretty strong. Honestly.
This matchup, we're gonna have to see what the remaining cards are for Will because depending on how fast the cycle is, he will be. Oh, he's gonna go back on the back. So we're gonna a Musketeer in response for Chris.
Will Chris push opposite lane?
Yeah, I would go opposite lane here with the Hog, but it doesn't look like he's gonna do that. So he's gonna go for the full defense. That's a nice ice column there.
Nice. There we go.
There you go. Eva is gonna get mitigated by the skeletons. And wow, that's a huge Hog connection early on by Chris.
You know, some may say Christian is the favorite in this tournament.
Yeah, I did hear he's a
Kevin?
quite high contender to win it all. And
But
Will Fitz is gonna say the early good game. Looks like he's gonna.
Wow. A lot of BM going
you
on.
finish your matches, Alan? Well, you gotta finish your matches.
Playing right now.
Yeah. Alright. We got interrupted by one of our players, Alan Nguyen. Fun fact, he is a future D1 track commit. Is that right, Alan?
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's not true, but you know, we'll let it slide. Nice log by Chris. Just puts back the Eva kill the skeletons.
I do think Christian needs to be a little careful here, though.
I think he has to be careful, but this matchup is very much in favor of him just because of the slow cycle of Will and
cheap cards.
Those cheap cards are just gonna you can just play over and over those ice golems and cycle back to Hogs. And another hit, which is not looking good for Will.
No, Hogs in the current meta seems to always get a hit off.
And I think like early on, Will has to recognize that he needs to go same lane and counter push with those Hogs after he places the P.E.K.K.A on them.
Wow.
Oh, there's the mirror. There is the mirror. So that
I was not
that would be
that at all.
What card would that normally be?
It would be Ice Spirit.
Ice Spirit, right? So that is.
Wow.
That's what I was hoping to see. Some mirror switch ups. I want to see some like classic decks get thrown off by that mirror play.
That is very.
Yeah, this game is looking pretty much over.
Yeah,
About 2 fire. Christian has the fireball and the mirror, so he could literally just fireball mirror
Wow.
And
His towers are untouched, by the way.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Christian might have a flawless win here. He might let it. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, he wants
but
the
oh, the
flawless.
zap.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Whoa, whoa.
A little bit scary here, Christian.
A little misplay. Nah,
You gotta
yes,
clutch
yes,
up
he'll
here.
get
Just
back to
fireball tower.
log. 2.6, you can't beat him.
Oh,
in
there's
spell
the hog.
cycle.
Yep. That should be game. And
Well played,
nice
well
win by
played.
Chris. Well played overall.
Same group.
Well, the groups are pretty balanced, so
Bro, you know that either Reagan or Tiffany's gonna make it out playoffs.
that's cool. Let's see, what other games we got? We're gonna watch Edward Chang. Edward
Ooh,
Chang
Edward
is
Chang,
actually
your protege
my
seems to
protege
be-
log. Oh,
seems
looks
to be
like he's
living up.
very close to winning this matchup actually.
He's playing
And
against
Julia,
Desmond.
because Julia Desmond. Oh, that rocket's gonna
unfortunate.
end it. And a celebratory scream by Edward Chang as he takes down Julia Desmond. Yeah, I saw that. I see you, Ed. All right. Who's Branditicles? Looks like Adam can fly. That's Adam Steinberg, everyone. Who's that?
Go around to the locker room. Go around to the locker room. Text, call.
All right, looks like my co-caster's a bit distracted, but
I got it. I'm coming.
we have Adam Steinberg versus Brandenticles. Is that Brandenticles? Is that Brady Henderson, I believe? It is.
Interesting.
And Brady
I think this
Henderson's
matchup
running
could go
he
either
told me
way.
he was going to run a very strange. Oh, okay. We actually got an emergency call to spectate Sujit's game. What is Sujit's username, Ayush?
Sujit's username is actually Sushi.
Sushi. All right, we will be hopping in Sushi's match very soon. And it looks like we have a Mega Knight. Oh, this matchup's going to be fun. I can already tell.
Versus
Will Collins.
Schmill
One of the top
Collins.
contenders. His trophies may not show it, but he is one of the top contenders to win it all here. He is a very
definitely see
underleveled
that.
player, but he's very good for his level.
You know, Kevin, speaking of that, I've heard that you and Schmill have had a few run-ins.
Oh,
in the game.
we've sparred in the past.
Yeah.
Regardless of what his screenshots say, I have never lost to Will Collins. So
Yeah,
I
some may
wouldn't
say
believe
you've
that.
never beat Will Collins.
I
that's
wouldn't say that, Ayush, but all right, looks like Dark Prince. I think Will be running. We have seen this deck.
Royal
Will
Giant.
be running the RG, and Sujit is running some off-meta Mega Knight Hog here.
Very off.
Very off-meta. It's with the princess and the baby dragon. It's interesting. But the cycle is like kind of fast with the Ice Spirit and the bats,
Well, he
so
plays the hog
we
rule.
will see. Okay, that's a nice
Ooh,
fisherman
Schmill
pull. That
going
should be
for a
King
nice
Tower.
King Tower
But it
activation.
might honestly be too late at this point because it's already that tower is already on half HP.
Nah.
It's only a minute
but
30
you never
left.
know.
You
Even
never
if,
know how
even if
how
getting-
good that King activation if it's worth.
Yeah, Sushi's gonna need.
But
kind of
we do know
breakthrough.
Will in double Lexer. That's when it's time to shine because he will play those RGs at the bridge, and we have to see if
Absolutely.
Sujit has a response for that.
Well, Sujit has not shown one.
He has
card.
not
Could it
shown
be
one
a
card that
building
could hard
potentially?
counter this RG. He does have the soft counters like Mega Knight and Bats, which will allow you to do the counter
But
push.
RG.
But that
will
Goblin
likely
Cage
get it
is
tough.
indicating Will is about to set up that big RG push in the back. So he's gonna, and that's
Mega
I
Knight
think that
at
might
the
be a
bridge.
mistake from Sujit
Yeah, I
because he's gonna
agree. He
need
should
that
not have overcommitted
because now
to
Will's
that.
gonna have a very nice counter push.
Unless, of course, his last card.
Unless of course last card is
I'm
like
assuming
Inferno
it's a
Tower or something.
fireball. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
last
I
card
mean,
will be a
we
fireball.
do generally see two spells in one deck,
Yeah.
one light and one.
Oh,
and it
there
is
we
the
go.
Inferno. That is
There
going to
be
be
go.
tough for Will. That is a tough sight to see.
It is not
because
looking good for Will Collins.
that
He's
means-
going.
Oh,
Still gets a
oh,
few-
huge
oh,
connection by
whoa.
actually. That just
Gets
puts him
a
right back in
lot
the
of
game.
damage. Sujit needs
This-
to fix his.
This is going to be interesting though because Sujit does have the Inferno Tower, which means Will have a hard time breaking through if he plays his towers correctly and he cycles correctly.
Oh, he's bleeding.
He is bleeding. Sujit is leaking a lot, and that might be a mistake because how does he defend the Dark Prince? And
that
oh
might be
my
game.
goodness,
That's
that
game.
might be game. That might be game, folks.
Sujit with
And
one
just
big
like that,
misplay.
and Will. Oh, it's all falling down. Sujit will go for the Desperation Hog Rider, but I think it might be over.
Yeah. I
Will's
believe
even if he
so.
takes his
The
tower,
RG
Will's
connects.
RG on the left side is
Wow.
just shredded damage, and
Hey,
that might be game.
Well played by Will
by
Collins.
well played by both contenders, but
You know?
unfortunately, Will was the better player.
You know, Kevin, I feel like this should serve as a message to all other players as
Yeah,
well.
this is a warning, a 2-0, convincing 2-0 by Will Collins. This is a warning for many competitors to watch out for him. And now we're spectating 4 Janes hop in the game. It looks like some mortar. I have seen this deck before, the mortar bait.
I haven't
but
seen it in a very long time.
Who is
though.
Yolo? Connor McDermott actually running the Expo. And
Very interesting.
I have lost instant respect for Connor McDermott for running the Expo. So
Wow.
typically, for those of you who don't play Clash Royale, Expo is for the lowest of the low, the Clash Royale scums. We will see, but this matchup will be interesting. Actually, never mind. That tower is pretty much done.
Yeah.
This matchup seems to be
I think
much
Yolo
over.
definitely has the
This is
advantage in
Icepo.
this matchup.
That early damage lead going into double X is going to be rough too.
Yeah.
But we'll see if
At this point,
poor
Yolo
James
just-
can start to
Yolo-
mount
Yolo-
his comeback.
At this point, Yolo just needs to defend until
Yes, indeed.
the end. He can just spell cycle it.
Wow.
Because his last 2 cards, one of them is either a fireball or a rocket. Either way, that's
Oh, minion horde. The defensive Expo does come down, and if he does, he might be able to break through here, but those minions could do a lot of. Oh no, it's a tornado. Looks like Ishan takes up a celebratory win. We will be seeing the poison come down. The log comes down in response to that skeleton barrel, and it is not looking good
It is not
for
looking good for 4 Janes.
for poor James. We will go mortar with the rascals in the back and the Tesla. So I don't know. This matchup is 30-36, but does Yolo have a heavy spell? Because that tower is weak, but it's not that weak.
Yeah, no, he
And
definitely does.
He probably has rocket, right?
Rocket or fireball.
Yeah. And if he does rocket, then all he
Either
has to do is
way.
rocket and it's over. But either
Even if
way, he
just
probably
had
can
a
just log or
yeah,
tornado
even
it a
if he
few
just had
times.
a log,
And
it's
poor
not
Jane's
looking
gonna drop
good.
the wow
Wow.
because he knows it is over.
That's gonna
Wow,
be
indeed, as he
GG's.
takes the L.
Well played.
Truly amazing scenes, well played by Connor McDermott.
I think Connor McDermott.
It looks like there's a little bit of trash
gonna
talk going
be-
on between the two. All right. And what else do we have here? Sir Skarmy. Who is Sir Skarmy playing?
Adam can
Oh,
fly.
Sir Skarmy is playing Adam Can Fly. And this is an interesting
Adam
deck
Can Fly
by
is
Sir
running
Skarmy. It
a
looks like
very
a
interesting log bait deck.
yeah.
Sir Skarmy is running.
So
an
this
even
deck's
more
actually really similar to mine, except that the
Yeah.
Electro Wizard would be the Royal Recruits here, or the Royal Delivery. Strange.
I honestly think delivery is a big part of
Yeah.
this deck. So Adam missing this could be possible.
I think Adam will probably win this because he does have a lot more experience, and this looks like a Goblin Stadium deck.
And yeah,
No offense to Sir Skarmy, but
but he also seems to have.
oh, and he goes, or Sir Skarmy goes for the fireball on the tower. Which is interesting.
He's trying to spell cycle, but
Yeah,
at this point I think it's
I
too
don't
late.
think it's too late. Adam with the significant Elixir
He's
advantage, damage lead.
overcommitting.
Yeah, and that's it's not gonna end well.
Looks like
Dark
Adam
Goblin
Can
getting
Fly
so
will
much
definitely
value
be
in the
taking
middle.
one Here. Yeah. Wow.
That is insane. Yeah,
Well
that's
played.
this game. Well played by Adam Steinberg.
I
Overall,
think
just,
Connor McDermott is the only person to run a completely
see if there's
pre-made deck.
any matches down low. Looks like there are not. Could watch Justin Goldberg. Let's see what they're running here. Justin Goldberg versus MSS. This will be an interesting match indeed.
It'll be a very interesting game indeed.
It looks like Justin is down 1,000 damage, and MSS is going to go for the Giant at the bridge.
Interesting.
Interesting play, indeed.
Will
Baby
support it
Dragon
with a
support.
Goblin Barrel, potentially?
He does have the Goblin Barrel.
Jaber does not seem to have a very good answer for his Giant at all.
And that Goblin Barrel is, caught by the Skarmy. Very well played.
MSS does need to be very careful about overcommitting.
Now MSS, he was talking himself up. He was saying how he's gonna win, but what was he saying now? Because that Valkyrie and Skarmy connection, looks like he's gonna take the tower. Huh? No, I cannot indeed help you. I'm busy commentating, Alan. Justin's actually leaking a lot of Alexa here, but he is up a tower, so I want to see what he does with this.
This could be
It's interesting with the Prince there.
I didn't even notice just the tower.
Some sort of off-meta double Prince deck here.
I think he'll take the tower here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely take the tower.
I think this might be a two-tower game, Ayush.
I could see this is getting drawn
It's
out.
274.
Two people running virtually very similar decks.
Yeah, and that Valkyrie's gonna get a lot of. Oh, it's actually gonna get shredded by this Silver Princess. And MSS is actually looking in
That's a
trouble here
big,
because
big push. That
these
Prince getting
Princes
a lot of
are getting
value.
huge
Both
charges
Princes
down.
getting a lot of value.
and the end might be near for MSS.
Justin Goldberg not
Oh,
giving up
the
any
Golem Barrel
pressure.
does keep him alive in terms of the 2-tower game, but
The question is, can
can he
turn the game
hold off
around?
that tower? And level 11 tower with 1-1-1-1 health, that must be a sign. Oh, the Mega Knight comes down for
Mega
Justin.
Knight, wow.
That was the last card that we were waiting to see, I think. Let's see how Tubbs responds.
Wow, the Mega Knight actually got shredded.
Yeah,
Both Princes are getting a lot of value.
Princes on both sides are doing huge damage. And it looks like that Baby Dragon trades out the Witch, which could have been huge for Justin to mount a nice push. But Tubbs is going to go for the defensive Musketeer. Defensive
Justin
Golem
does
Barrel.
not have a good answer to his Skeleton Army. Or sorry, MSS does not have a good answer.
Yeah, it's
to
not
the
looking good
Skeleton
for
Army.
MSS though, because that
Oh,
Valkyrie Prince combo is
unfortunate
destroying, and I think that will be game. Well played by Justin.
Well played.
Overall close game. And I think that group stages are starting to near close. If you're looking at the standings.
Let's see
And Tubbs some moments.
some
in-
emotional
Yeah,
emotional
some
moments
emotional
after
distress
game.
after that devastating loss. Guess we can watch another. Actually,
Oh,
I want
this
to
actually should be
tune
an
into
interesting
to a game we have not spectated yet.
No, let's start to that one.
Looks like the games are nearing a close, so I guess we can watch Brady's game. Oh, I think Brady finished. Oh,
Oh,
this
wow.
game is
That
looking
looks
to be
like
over
Icy
with that
Boy,
poison.
who is
Oh, a little bit of visual glitch there.
Icy Boy is Ryan Bentley.
But this
Very
game
good
is
for Ryan.
close. Depending on when that poison comes down, this Golem could. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Will Fitz. Will Fitz. Can he come back?
I think he'll cycle back.
Oh, I think once that
Yeah,
poison comes down, it's pretty. Oh yeah, it's
It was-
over.
it was a
That was a
valiant
valiant effort by Will Fitzgibbon. That's a tough loss to see. You do hate to see that. Yeah, make the bracket super.
Yeah.
Just a reminder for those of you watching the stream, all profits do in fact go to Ukraine. So donate if you want. This is part of our event for Charity Week. We're raising money to help. What's up, Brady? Check out Adam versus. Is it going on right now?
That's Jaybird.
So yeah. So as I was saying, all profits do go to Ukraine for Charity Week. So please feel free to donate using the link.
And thank you to everyone
thank you very
tuning
much
in.
for those of you who do that. Looks like there's only one more game left. So
Oh, nice Prince connection.
looks like the playoffs are also being created by Amir Hamid. And
Big shout out to the guys organizing the whiteboard for us. Helps a lot.
backs. And this is Justin already down the tower early.
Yeah.
You do not like to see that. So we will see how he can respond and maybe mount potential comeback here.
I've already seen a few comebacks in the limited amount of games,
Yep.
so I would not be surprised to see another
King
one.
Hemont is running some Royal Giant
Oh,
off meta deck here. And the Mega Knight
Oh,
comes
he
down, he
misses the
misses the
spawn.
death damage, but I don't
doesn't
think it will
have-
matter
it
too
doesn't
much.
have
I don't know if it got an extra hit because of that. But this is a nice counter push here from Justin. There could
Definitely.
be some potential here. Ooh,
You know, two mini tanks will do a great job
Yeah.
of picking up the Mega Knight.
that's tough to see, especially when you run Mega Knight. You don't like. Oh, I think that might have been overspent. Can you mute this?
Looks like E-Man will
Yeah.
take a strong win.
Regardless of that
Final
tower,
game.
he's already down the tower. Yeah.
Curious to see the
I think the group
standings.
stages are coming to a close. Do you want to get a post-match interview in? maybe?
Yeah, we can get
Aiden. All right, the mic's on.
All right, so I think we're here with Mr. Will Collins,
We are here
coming
with
off of a
Colin
great
West.
comeback win.
Will Collins. Colin, do you have any questions for Will after that
Thanks
game?
for taking the time to interview with me today. I was just wondering, you just had a great game against Sujit, very close, down to the wire. Can you just walk me through what happened at the end there?
Yeah, so he was hitting me early with the hog rider. He kept getting on the tower. I let him get a little bit of damage in the beginning, and then I finally got his Mega Knight out of his hand, put the RG down, and it was over from there. So just had to wait him out.
You definitely sound like a very experienced player. How long have you been playing Clash Royale?
I'd say I started around when the game first came out, back when we were in like 7th grade, maybe 5-6 years ago. But then I took a huge break. I didn't start playing again until about a year or so ago.
Very intriguing. You've been in it for a while, and how many hours would you say you put in over the years?
Too many to count. Cumulatively, I honestly have no idea, but you know.
That's a little sad, some might say, but I'm proud of you for putting in that work. Do you think you can win this thing today?
You know, there's some pretty good people out here today. I'm gonna have to see. I didn't get to see a lot of the other games because I was playing, but you know, I'm confident.
Yep.
Hopefully I will be able to.
If you could pin one of your biggest opponents, who do you think is the hardest to beat here?
I don't know too much about everyone else. I've been hearing stuff about like Will Fitzgibbons, some of those other kids, but I don't know who's the best.
Well, Will, good luck to you. Hope you make it far in this tournament.
Of course,
Thank you for taking time to interview me today.
Of course.
With me today.
Here, tell him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interview next time. Another game.
And we're back. Okay.
Yolo versus
Electric Golem deck by Will Fitzgibbons against Expo here.
Interesting.
This game
You
actually
know, although I don't think
might be
Elixir
kinda
Golem is
close,
as
but
dominant as he used to be.
that connection there might be weird.
I think Will
This
definitely has a
game could go
matchup.
either way, I actually think. Because
If
that
Yolo gets
Expo-
an Expo connection, that could change everything. But
currently-
as of right now, Will Fitzgibbons has
and he does
way
have
too many
he does
tanks.
have the heavy spell with the arrows, so he can do a lot of damage off
Yeah.
spells. So he's gonna have to play this
Interesting. He
very
goes
very
in.
precisely to have a chance.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Elixir going into the Expo.
Actually-
Hold on,
actually,
Yolo could potentially get.
he could get a nice
Oh,
the
good fireball.
But he should cycle back to another Expo relatively quickly. That is how he can get a connection here, because I don't think Will has his Expo, and that is a perfect play, and the E-bars are coming down. Oh, that's rough.
I think
That
now
is
it's
really
triple Elixir, should
Yep.
be, so Will Fitzgibbons
It'll be hard
definitely
to
has the
get that
advantage
connection.
here.
And with that damage
Right.
lead, it is not looking good for
Yeah.
Connor McDermott.
Connor McDermott also needs to avoid bleeding some
Yeah.
precious Elixir in these final moments. You know, Kevin, I still think that
Oh.
one connection could change it all, but
It could, but it's getting kind of late.
I
so
highly
he's
doubt
gonna need to
that's gonna
connect
be
now or
possible.
never.
Especially when the fireball comes down.
And they're gonna exchange fireballs here.
Yeah.
This Alexa. Oh, Groot's on the mic now.
We're here
You have
with
anything to
Adam
say, Groot,
Can
about
Fly.
your games?
I am Groot.
Oh, he is
Okay,
Groot, guys.
awesome.
He is Groot.
Monkey do.
Monkey see, monkey does. Yeah, this game's nearing the end. Will is gonna hit him with the little BM, the heal spirit, and I think that will be over. Decided by the tiebreaker on damage.
Interesting.
Interesting. I think we have time for one more interview, right?
I think so. Who's not gonna?
Can we mute? Oh, can we switch to the interview mic?
Sure. What about, it's just another interview? All right. What's up, everyone? Colin West, joined by Brady Henderson here. Just finished up his pool play for the Clash Royale tournament, Brady. Which of those games was the hardest for you?
Definitely the game against Connor Cashman. He's a very good player. That was my only loss, but I'm not looking forward to meeting him in the tournament if I do. Definitely a lot of experience in Clash Royale, and very good deck. So
let's hope you have a different opponent in the future rounds. Is there one specific card that played well for you in this round? Do you want to talk about?
Nope. My deck was just horrible. It didn't work against his. He has an Expo that just destroyed all my cards, and
wow.
So I guess my Goblin Barrel in my other games against Adam and Jack helped. I beat Adam by like 10 damage. I had 68 health left on my tower, and he somehow lost to me. So
that's wild. I'm just gonna nod my head and act like I know what that means, but that sounds like a really interesting battle there. Is there one specific player you're really hoping not to face? You think is the best in this tournament?
I don't want to play Shri.
Shri's
cold.
Saw he has a YouTube.
Shri,
looks like a really good player.
Yeah. Seen him gritty on that before.
Yeah. So would you say he's your pick to win?
I'd put Shri as my winner, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Watch out for Shri. Thank you, Brady.
All right, everyone, breaking news. I think we have a tiebreaker match to decide who will be going on to the playoffs. It will be Adam versus Tubbs. Oh. Looks like he's looking for a 1v1 battle right now. We're ready to hop into it. Tubbs is walking away. Where is he going?
Where's?
Oh, it looks like his phone is charging everyone.
Okay.
Tubbs throwing up a prayer.
Tiebreaker this early could be very entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a tiebreaker in groups to decide who is advancing to the playoff stage here. So we're waiting for them to accept that battle. And it looks like there's another tiebreaker match. Should we spectate this? Oh, it looks like they're sitting down.
Yeah. No,
ready to go. MSS is looking for a 1v1 battle. And here we go. We are live. All right. Tiebreaker decider match to see who will be going to playoffs.
So, Kevin, do you have any predictions on?
Well, I first want to see. It looks like Adam's cycling skeletons in the back, and Dark Goblin. I think he's still running his double bait deck with the skeleton around the Goblin, and he's going to go in aggressive here.
It's a good amount of chip damage from the Dark Goblin. Speaking of which, what are your thoughts on Dark Goblin in the current meta?
Oh, I didn't see in the balance sheet just a nerf or a buff, so I think the developers are satisfied from where they are right now. And oh my god, this early damage lead from Adam is devastating. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the Dark Goblin, I love it. I use it all the time. It's really good in bait decks because it just can get so much value, and you have to log it sometimes, and then you can that gives you opportunity to use your bait cards.
Oh, MSS with
MSS with the mini P.E.K.K.A. connection though, that will, and the Musketeer, that will give him a fighting chance in this game. Adam is underplaying, I feel like, because MSS downloaded this game a week ago, I believe.
Wow.
So I think Adam is, I would expect him to blow away with this, but oh my goodness. This is not looking good for Adam, actually.
Huge misplay.
There's plenty of time, though. This could still be either gentleman's game here, but okay, it looks like that barrel should take the tower here, or maybe just short. No, it does take the tower.
Okay.
And this is looking close, Ayush. Adam has to be very careful here. I don't think he wants to let it connect. He's not going to sack the tower here. Yeah, he's gonna spend Elixir to invest to defend. And
Valkyrie
that's
plus Goblin Barrel,
debatable Valkyrie there, because unless he supports it here, I think that was a bit of an over defend.
No, Skeleton Barrel is gonna hurt him on the right side for sure.
Does he have a response for this? No response. He's gonna tank. The King Tower does mitigate it, slightly. And there's the Goblin Barrel.
In a game between two decks like this, I think chip damage is going to be
everything.
the
log comes down. Tubbs.
I think Adam could definitely
visual and verbal disappointment from Tubbs there.
I think Adam could definitely seal this game just by keeping his log in cycle and not overcommitting.
And he's already working on the weak side or the second tower.
Oh, interesting knight play. Great knight play to tank for both towers. Phenomenal
what a play by Adam.
Adam is finally making up for his
down
blunders.
Comes the log.
Oh,
this one's for the set, he says.
No.
He's one.
Interesting.
Oh my goodness, this is an electric match here.
You know what, Kevin? I think Matop will definitely be able to take one of Adam's towers, but unfortunately,
Tubbs is looking very hype here, and that connection is so close.
Will he let this slide?
Trading towers, and they will trade it, but Adam is good. That left side, that right side tower is on 69 HP. Ayush. That might be game. He does have a log to end this game. I think this is over. I think this is a valiant effort from Tubbs, considering his skill level and his novice
experience
in the
game.
His novice experience.
Great run.
And Adam is just DMing. He knows he can win it. He's holding on to his log. He's messing around.
I've seen some.
And wow. He must be trolling at this point, because he could have logged the tower, but he just logged the barrel.
Oh, now he's playing in
because the tower is just one log away.
Inferno tower.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seems like he's DMing Tubbs, trying to make it seem like he has a chance. But this game is in fact over, folks. Do not be fooled. Tubbs keeps saying for the set, and it is over. It is over. Tough loss. Tubbs will be sent home. Adam is moving on, folks. And the crowd is electric. That is amazing. Looks like 4
shout out
games
to all you viewers
are already going into their playoff stage, I believe. And you can see Amir updating the standings on the whiteboard. Adam has, in fact, moved on to the playoffs section for the set.
Shout out to Mukil Nair, who is helping Amir Hamid keep track of the bracket.
So I think, yes, this is, in fact, a playoff match. Justin Goldberg against Obby. Obby saying the early good game. Wow, that is some confidence. And he's going to throw down the laughing emote.
Jaybird seems to be in a little bit of trouble here.
That is a questionable play here. And
you know, Kevin, I used to
Obby
see
is relentless with this BM. Just non-stop. Hit in with the classic hee 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 ha. Yeah, start playoffs. Oh. Interesting arrows.
Definitely clipped.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Justin here. Now, what do you think about these players starting to like see the decks on the screen and starting to maybe build like counter decks here when they play them?
I think that's pretty smart, honestly. Use all your
like we've seen
MSS fresh off of a unfair loss. Hey, I think it was a great effort. You know what?
Yeah. Tubbs is devastated about his loss. Back to what I was saying though, I think some of these players will start to observe the decks that they're running, and if they know that they're going to be playing this deck, they might build a deck specifically to counter that deck.
Definitely, but I think if I was a player, I'd definitely have
Switch
variety
it up.
of variety of
because
different
you don't want to be a one trick where everyone can predict your
But
deck.
At the same time, you don't want to just randomly pick out a brand new
You
deck
need
right
comfort
before this
picks,
tournament.
stuff that you're familiar with.
100%.
So I think variety is king here.
Ooh.
This is
it's
not looking good for Justin here. Snowball's coming down, Miner, Rascals connection, Goblin Gang.
Yeah. Interesting.
Nice Valkyrie there, but all in vain. I think
You know,
this
Kevin,
match
I
is
haven't
finished
seen
one.
this mortar
Yeah, I
bait
haven't
deck
seen
in
this
a
mortar
very,
bait.
very long time.
But Obby seems very comfortable with this deck.
You know,
So I'm
obviously
curious
it's
to
winning him
see.
some games, so.
And is that the best of 3, or is that the 2-0, or is that a 1-0 here? Justin, invisible confusion. Oh
Arc
wait, we're about to watch
Buzzim.
Arc versus Buzzim. And the Earthquake actually comes down and hits nothing.
I think this game could be.
And Connor Cashman, I think he is the favorite here, but solely based off trophies. He is around 6,400. No one is near. I think the closest person near that was Alec Desrogen, but he scratched.
He is
so
currently not here.
Okay, so
Interestingly though, I think this could still be any man's game because
you saw the Quake.
Of the skill, yep, regardless
Quake,
of the skill level.
The Quake is going to be
huge
here in this matchup for Expo. And trying to see where they
Buzzim,
are.
although he does not have a lot of trophies to his name, does seem to show a significant amount of skill.
And I think he's running the classic Expo with the Knight Electro Spirit variation. You typically see the Ice Golem for the Knight and the Ice Spirit for the Electro Spirit here.
He has Rocket.
I actually think it's Fireball when you see the classic Expo. The Ice Ball has Rocket. The normal Expo usually has Fireball here. Because it's just about controlling, and he's going to go for the King Tower. Nice King Tower activation by Connor Cashman. Beautiful.
Play.
Take notes if you
play.
ever go against Firecracker, ladies and gents. And interesting, he's just going to fireball the tower.
Neither opponent seems to be too willing to make a very large push here.
But yeah, there's a significant Alexa advantage by Buzzim, so he's just going to hog rider there. Nice Tesla. Earthquake fails to predict that Tesla. Edward seems to be celebrating over a huge win over. Who did he win over, Ayush?
Will Collins?
Will Collins. Edward has defeated Will Collins. Is that in fact the set or just the match?
I have
because it is best of 3 in playoffs.
I wonder. Schmill does not look too perplexed.
He does not look happy about that at all. And actually, I think I want to get this doctrine over to Amir so he can help Justin a lot better. So. Oh, can you tell him? Tell her to tell him.
You know,
I think
maybe we might need to have Boston down for a interview.
Will is running the. No, this is actually Edward versus Will.
I know. I'm talking about the previous.
Oh, this is actually Will's running. I think he's running his typical. Oh, wait, no. This is not RG, is it?
No, it definitely is.
I don't recognize the Dark Prince in this guy. Oh, it is. Yes, it is. With the Golden Cage. Oh, nice Magic Archer connection here.
Oh, 3.
Edward probably not happy with that
hits.
connection.
You know, Kevin, how do you rate your protege's performance thus far?
I think Edward's doing great. I think according to celebrations, it's likely that he won his first. This is best of 3. If he can beat Will Collins here, I think he might be able to win it all because
that is
personally, I think Will Collins is one of the best players in this tournament. So if Edward can beat him, that he's going to go far, I think.
Oh, Will Collins going in with the big RG
Big
push.
RG here.
I don't know if
goes.
that Quake was log was a good idea from
We will
Edward
find
Chang.
out.
You might need to talk to him about this.
That's a huge connection by Will here. Early damage lead before double X even starts.
Catch on the minor.
Nice catch there.
You know, we've seen Will Collins run this deck many, many times, and I think every time we're reminded a little bit of how deadly it can be in double elixir.
Oh yes. I think we have to start considering the lanes here. Like, Will should definitely be going same lane because his RG, he can be
100%.
counter pushing there. I
Don't
think
think any
Edward
else
should try to
should
force
definitely
opposite
switch,
lane here,
yeah.
and it's not like
100%.
that tower is significantly weaker.
If I was Edward, I'd consider just fully giving up my tower.
Because
and
you
counter.
do know Will has deck variation. I think it has fireball, so you don't want to be playing your buildings near it.
Oh,
It's
no,
going to get fireball
100%,
value.
100%.
And yep,
Edward's deck's very interesting.
I
Doesn't he have,
actually
like, a
I think
good
I actually taught him
connection?
this deck, my protege.
Really?
It's the minor control 3.0 with the Dark Prince.
Cycle deck.
It's really just about that minor spell cycle. Like that's how you rely on your damage. And this RG connection's brutal. I don't think Edward's gonna be able to do much about it. Yeah, and he's saying he's already verbal
Some verbal banter.
here. Verbal agony, if you will.
You know, this game
And
definitely is not
Will's calling the
looking
early
too-
1-1, and this intense match will go to best of 3, and I think we should watch it.
Yeah, we should definitely
watch it.
Three. That's a good
So
point.
well played by Will. We will be watching this in the next, and let's see if they go for any deck switch ups here. I'm
Yeah,
curious.
you know, I don't think Will
So
has switched
that-
his.
so
wait,
that
check
matchup-
Check the last one. Real quick. Where is it?
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh.
I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
Fat fingers. Yeesh. It looks like they're sending the match.
Yeah,
You
it's
might as well
cool.
just. Nope, that's. No, we'll wait. Looks like they're gonna go for some deck switch ups here.
Versus. There we go. Oh.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
Will went for some Golem clone cheese. I don't think he was happy with, or comfortable with it, I'd assume.
Yeah,
so
at
he just decided to go with his comfort pick, which is that
He went
RG.
back to it.
RG
Interesting,
Fisher.
but Edward seemed to have been running a different deck as well.
Third game. All right, it looks like there's a 1-1 situation that we're actually going to be spectating Edward and Will.
Oh.
Edward going with the bait. Will has
I
a fireball to
think
respond.
this may be the Kavu variant of
I think
Lockbit.
he's using my deck. We'll see. Nope. Interesting. Is he going for classic bait here?
Classic bait, I think.
Could be. There's also variations. where it has
Schmill
Dragon.
sticking
Schmill
with what he's good
playing
at.
the mind games.
Although
comfort
I
pick.
don't think Schmill has the advantage. in
I
this
was expecting him
matchup
to switch
at
decks,
all.
if I'm being honest.
I
Yeesh.
did as well.
E-Spirit is going to. Oh, it's not going to chain onto that brawler. It does. I want to see what heavy spell Edward has because
Good log.
great log. But that princess staying alive is huge. And he's
Oh,
gonna try to.
Edward
I think he tried to predict like some sort of air unit
Yeah.
that could have helped him, but he's still gonna catch the product prince. That princess is
Fisherman
gonna
doing
stay
some
alive.
work.
And that princess, if
Oh,
Will has to
unfortunate.
respond to that princess, it's gonna get a lot of value. And there you go. There's a mega minion. So
I
let's see.
doubt Edward will let this. Yeah, make it.
Yeah. And Edward knows exactly what deck he's playing. He knows what his last card is.
Schmill
Knows
exactly
pretty much
he's
what this
playing.
deck is. If he does recognize the rocket. Oh, trick
big
barrel here.
log.
A huge trick barrel by Edward Chang. That is not only is that a great damage connection, that will get him. That sets him up to get him in Will's head. These trick barrels, he's gonna have to watch carefully. He's gonna be like, okay, is this a trick barrel? Is this a real barrel? And he might actually just let damage occur just because he's unsure if this barrel is real or not. Huge trick barrel.
100%
Sets him up
careful with
great
his
in the
log
long
from
run
here
there.
on out. Oh yeah,
And
no.
that's a nice magic.
Great
oh,
chip
actually,
damage considering.
huge
Will
magic
Collins
archer
has
there.
not gotten any damage
It doesn't
off.
kill the princess though. That's actually
That is
not looking
very
good for him.
unfortunate for Will Collins.
But the thing is, Will's deck does shine in double elixir here, and we do know Ed has the Inferno Tower. But so if he plays this right, I think
Wow. I think Edward's getting a lot of princess value, if anything.
Edward is playing this right. He's stacking his princesses on the weak side tower,
Oh,
and he misses the tower actually.
Maybe he didn't have a wave
That is
No, unlucky.
huge connection.
Huge.
And you have to realize
I
Will's
think-
win condition is RG, and Edward has
He
the Inferno Tower.
Will actually has not played it at all. I
Oh,
think
there it
it's for
goes.
good reason. There we go.
Ed's probably ready.
Edward,
Yep,
yeah.
there it is. No, and Will doesn't have a zap or a reset here, so like
I've warned him.
this is not
about
looking
this.
good. This is really not looking good for Will Collins.
Call it start.
And okay, that log, very close to.
But you never
getting
know
hits.
if Edward has one misplay with his Inferno
Yeah, one
Tower,
misplay
that
could end
call
it all. Edward has to be very careful how he I don't think he should over defend these princesses either, especially if it allows him Will to RG when he gets on an Alexa deficit.
I think one thing your protege has done very well in this game is
Stacking
get
these
a
princesses.
lot of princess value.
Yep. That's the key to this. To most matchups when you have this deck is just playing these princesses on the weak side tower. Well, okay, as I say that, he doesn't play it on the weak side tower. Oh, that is not good.
Huge misplay.
We'll have to over defend here and still gets 2 hits. That is huge. E-Spirit chain
E-Spirit
possibly.
Connection.
Oh wow, I'm surprised I didn't chain. And there comes the expected.
Tower, yep.
And this could be scary with that fireball coming down. And this is not looking good.
Oh my god.
That fisherman comes in. Oh boy. Okay, well placed knight so that Magic Archer doesn't get chain hits off the tower.
Good defense by.
Good defense overall. That could have been very scary, very bad situation. And yep, so I think Ed needs to outcycle this barrel, stack his princesses at the bridge, or play them opposite on the right side.
Huge princess connection
Huge
too.
princess connection.
I think honestly at this point I would totally go for a rocket
we know his
cycle.
last. It's 2 rockets.
He
If he
could
rockets
easily-
here, defends.
Easily. go for
This
a
might be
simple
over.
rocket
And now we're in
cycle
triple
rather
Lexer,
than
so
bleed.
he should be rocket cycling. Yeah, and this might be over. I think
Kevin, I'm
even
personally
that log, and then just Inferno.
okay.
The cycles. He's back to the rocket. That's 4 cards.
Good game.
And is that game?
Oh.
The RG, and that's game. Edward takes it. Oh my goodness. Devastating loss from Will Collins.
Huge
You
loss.
hate to see it. Edward is looking like the top dog. I think we need an interview for this. I do think.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Joined here by Eddie Ching. One of the most electric games of Clash Royale you'll ever see. Definitely the best one of the day. Eddie, just walk us through that last overtime victory.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew I had it in the bag, you know. Will got nothing on me. You know, I always knew it's like, it's all in the head, you know.
Yeah.
He was tripping up because I kept switching my decks, and he's like, I'm comfortable with that, so, you know, that's where I got him.
Did you know you had in the bag the whole game? Or
Yeah,
was that,
of course. I gotta have to be confident in myself, you know.
All right, and what was that last move to knock him out, knock out his last tower?
Yeah, so I knew that I had the rocket cycle, so the damage lead is enough, you know, so it's all good. Got in the bag.
All right, that was a great game, Eddie. Wish you luck in the rest of the
Thank you,
tournament.
bro. Thank you.
He's repping my set.
Yo, we go.
Play. All right, we're back. A great interview by Edward Chang. Huge win. And looks like Brady is going to get the early damage lead on Guerrilla Warfare. Remind me who Guerrilla Warfare is, Ayush?
Guerrilla Warfare is...
Ishan. And Will looks devastated after that loss. I was actually rooting for Edward, but
Yeah, I mean,
I thought Will would
your
win.
protege. I did too, honestly. Do you think Will made a mistake by playing the same deck?
I think Edward was in his head and he knew he would play that, so he purposely ran that Inferno variation to counter that.
I think Logbait's a very safe deck to play.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always been meta. I run it a lot. It's recently I don't think it's been as strong because of all these new cards. I feel like they countered so much.
But you know, in terms of comfort,
Ishan's gonna
considering
nice
Edward already
Mega
had
Knight there by Ishan. Oh boy.
Ooh, Inferno Dragon does come down for Brady Henderson. A great log. A great prediction log allows him to get
that rage
2
is
hits.
huge. And
Guerrilla Warfare with them.
let's see how Ishan responds. Nice viewers. And just a friendly reminder for those of you watching at home. This is part of Charity Week, and we are raising money for Ukraine. So please donate if you can. All profits will go to them. And
Huge barrel for
we just greatly appreciate it.
Mr. Brady.
Nice Hog Rider. Viewers will stall it.
looks like
I
that
think
will
this
be
one's over,
game.
right?
Wow.
And is this?
Well,
Do you know if
well
this
played
is
by-
the best of 3 here? Is what's the set score here?
I do not know
A
personally.
nice 3 crown, just to send a message. Brady's gonna shake
Oh,
hands with.
nice.
Oh, Brady's offering
Great.
the handshake.
Oh.
Ishan declines the handshake. Interesting.
You know, emotions obviously
Let's
flaring
see.
as we
I
get
think
deeper
that
into
was the
playoffs.
2-1 there. And I think we are nearing the semis. We will have to make sure that they don't play
well,
without us
Christian-
because we
Christian's
will
been
be watching
advancing.
both games.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Looks like Brady will take down Ishan.
You know, although we did not get to watch Christian's game.
Interesting game
He was
here.
running the same mirror hog
Still
cycle.
running that.
What are your thoughts on that?
I like it. I want
like
to see
it
people
too.
throw in that mirror twist. That new buff with the +2 levels is actually very good with the bait. Because do you know the Goblin Barrel or some of the cards that would generally kill it in one shot?
At level 16 it
with that
doesn't,
2-level buff,
yeah,
they actually
yeah.
like survive, and it's
That's-
huge.
that's great.
It's huge.
Do you think we'll see any mirror pump decks as we go
Oh,
further?
I
into
don't
playoffs?
think we'll see any Elixir Pump. It's a scary, risky pick.
But I
And
think it can definitely pay off.
we are nearing the semifinals, so we will have to tell those guys to stop. Interesting. So we are near quarters here. So I think we'll watch L3.
L3.
I want to watch
Some
L3,
great
or we
players
could watch
moving up.
Ed's game against the winner of Connor Cashman and who's that? Who's the person below Connor Cashman?
You know, honestly, at this point, I could see
I
this
think it's
going
Buzzim.
anyway.
I think that's Buzzim. Are there games going on right now? I'm curious.
Don't think so. No.
Oh, Alien. An Alien is no Alien is not.
is
He's playing a random person.
Ronnie Singh.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
So I think we've come to a pause here.
For some reason.
I think they're just preparing their decks, I believe. For
Kevin,
this.
do you have any favorites that you think can take it all?
Well, I'm looking at this bracket right now. I see Will Fitzgibbons. I see Christian Baladrin. I see Christian's already in the semis, by the way.
Oh.
So
wow.
I see Connor McDermott, L3, Brady, Cashman, Ed. I think Ed might go to the finals. And on the other side,
Edward versus Chris would be
you think
phenomenal matchup.
That will be a great matchup. And just a reminder, before that, we will be doing the show matches, which would be. Oh, and Andrew's actually requested a show match with Edward Chang. And while we wait, because I think there's a dry spell on games right now, I think we'll have to have them do a show match. Can we mute? All right, we're back. Looks like Ed is going against Connor Cashman.
I think this is a phenomenal matchup here.
Finals are best of 5. Everything's best of 3.
Ooh, I'm seeing some fireball bait coming out from Mr. Edward.
I think Ed knew that Connor Cashman would be running this Expo deck, so he
I
purposely brought out that.
I think
Royal Hogs,
Mr. Cashman gets hard
when you see that
here.
when they see that Expo, you can just play Royal Hogs right on top.
Yeah.
There is the fireball.
He has the Royal.
This spam is kind of deadly. This is very spammy deck.
I just don't see Arc breaking through and getting connection at any point.
I think this could still go either way.
Although it's not impossible, I could.
Fireball comes down.
I do believe it'll be.
Oh, looks like a over defend. Playing it safe, I respect it.
Okay.
But that will. He was on the Elixir advantage before that log, so that will drop him down. Looks like his Andrew Chen seems to be helping him out here. I'm not sure if that's legal, but we'll let it slide.
Some insider coaching.
It's okay. We will see the E-Spirit cycles. And does he go for the King Tower in there?
Yeah.
I want to see Connor go for it, but I think it's too tough with that Archer. And it actually connects. Probably not what Connor wanted there. Nice Knight to tank for the Flying Machine. Ed's going to leak a little bit. Nice row recruits in the back.
I think Arc definitely needs to be careful how he uses his fireball
Yeah, defensive
in this
Expo.
matchup.
I think that's a good setup for because
You
it'll
know,
roll into
yeah,
double Lexer,
yeah.
and that
I
timing will
think,
allow him
yeah,
to cycle back to
honestly,
another
I
Expo.
don't
So
think this game will be decided by a connection at all. I think it'll go down to
spell damage, chip damage.
100%.
Oh, nice fireball by Connor. Defensive Exo is gonna live.
You know, yeah, Expo.
Or rounding
scary
double
on
Lexer.
defense.
That second
Although-
Expo can be supported by the defensive Expo. I think that's the way Connor can break through here, is if he cycles a defensive Expo and then
gets,
gets back to another one, so that one actually helps his other Expo connect. A little bit of an early log if he played that further back.
I think Edward needs to play a little more aggressive right now. He should not allow Arc to.
Well, he has to be careful too.
True.
An Expo connection can end the game here.
Oh, 100%. But if he
Gonna
sits
hog
back
into
and
the
allows,
Tesla, I don't like
allows Connor Cashman to.
Connor has 4 archers on the board,
Wow.
so a lot of
Cycling,
counter push potential
great.
here. I think Edward needs to chill out now because he's getting a bit of an elixir deficit. Looks like Connor might go for his first Expo. Oh no, he's gonna play safe.
Thing is, if he does go for an X-Bot counter,
I think what he should have done there is just fireballed it because he had a significant elixir
I
lead,
agree.
and he might as well just take the free damage.
100% would have fireballed.
This game is gonna come down to spell cycle.
Yeah. Connor Cashman getting a lot of
That is
chip damage.
a nice fireball there, but now he can go Royal Hog's opposite, and yeah, he does go for it. The Tesla is gonna. Oh, that's
new
tough.
Tesla
So
too.
many buildings
Well
there.
played.
Tough to break through.
I think-
Nice E-Sphere connection on the right.
I think this is some great defense.
Yep.
Being played by Connor Cashman.
Two
As
great
he
players
slowly
here.
chips down.
Connor's gonna say the oops because
Oh.
Flying Machine is going to live. Tesla to compensate. Oh, another Archer connection on the weak side tower. That's huge because you don't want to let that weak side tower get weaker. Edward should, maybe if that Archer was on the right side, that would be okay. You can tank that weak side damage. But when it comes to overtime, it's all about damage. And that log is huge. It's more damage. And I think Ed doesn't realize, but he needs to start spell cycling. It's a perfect time to fireball that Expo. I think his last card is fireball, right?
It has to be fireball.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be anything
I
else.
really don't like the way Ed's playing this.
Yeah. Connor Cashman cycling Expos on defense, playing, doing a great job.
I think the second he fireballs here, so like this is it's about to go triple Elixir. The spell cycle is going to be king. And there's he doesn't go for the tower damage though. Oh, so he can set up his Royal Hogs. Okay, understandable. But the Tesla's going to come down. You really start needing hitting these towers with the damage. Defensive Expos are coming in huge for Connor. And it's really going to come down to damage. And Edward is going to start cycling the fireballs, which is huge.
Oh,
and
Edward
is a fireball out of cycle.
Oh, if he gets fireball.
Oh, huge E-Sphere connection. Edward is pulling this back with 30 seconds remaining in the overtime. It's going to come down to the spells.
2 flying machines on the board.
And he forces out that fire. That's huge because Connor can't fireball the weak side tower.
But he has
20 seconds left.
advantage
Edward
already.
needs a connection or some fireballs.
I would definitely fireball.
There's another.
Yep.
He's going to have to force out Connor Cashman's fireball, not on his tower, because you do not want to take that damage.
I think Connor
But
Cashman
this
will
he might take this just by a hair of it.
This is gonna come close. Fireball.
Can he fireball? Oh my goodness! Do the Hogs connect? Oh.
Very very close.
Very
game.
close game.
Possibly the close game.
Decided with
of the day.
100 damage. I think there were definitely some moments where there were missed opportunities to fireball on both sides. So amazing game. We'll have to see how Ed responds.
Good comeback from Edward, but unfortunately it did not go his way.
Very interesting choice. And we can hop into L3s. This is a tense match. 4 minutes in. And we just tuned into the dub.
Brady Henderson
Brady
with a
flexing on
great
stream.
win. Some great sportsmanship being
Great
shown from both
sportsmanship.
sides there.
Shake of hands. We love to see it. Oh, yeah. Do a quick donation.
It is charity week.
It is charity week. We got to donate. Oh, it's a good trade, you think? I think it's a good trade. Yeah. And we're actually going to wait for L3 going again. He is down 1-0 to Brady. We'll have to see how he responds.
Could we potentially see... Very curious. Brady Henderson looks like he is going to be running the same deck as before.
With the giant skeleton cheese. This is what you would call a mid-ladder menace. Brady Henderson right here. He does run the wizard, and you never really see that at top
Wizard,
ladder.
I definitely do not think
That's a
currently in the
classic
meta.
mid-ladder menace card,
Yeah, very.
alongside P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight, E-Barbs,
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack, Balloon, Executioner, Witch.
Ooh.
just calling out half the people in this tournament, but
Elstree with a questionable Mega Knight to tank the
yeah, I
Infinity
think
Dragon.
Brady's gonna get huge
7
counter push
elixir.
potential here.
'Cause he had to play the Mega Knight and the Zap.
Yeah, I
just
really
to
don't like
avoid-
that because
Yeah,
he might be up like 5 or 6 elixir, but
Like, a
defending
lot.
this push is rough. Okay, that's a
single
good
misplay
response
might
there.
just cause
Okay,
Elstree-
this is good defense. I didn't realize he had those cards. That Inferno Tower is going to come in huge in this matchup against a Giant Skelly.
You know,
Now, what is
bad plays were
Elstree's
made,
win
but all in
condition
all, good
here?
defense.
Because I'm seeing all these support cards,
Mega
but I
Knight.
don't see a way for him to rely on damage. But there are
Potentially
2
a
cards
hog.
remaining. Oh, I think it is Hog.
Could be, potentially.
Play the minions, block the Inferno. Oh,
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack
Maybe
opposite.
Balloon?
Maybe Balloon behind it? No. Okay,
Oh.
Zap. Nice Zap.
Oh,
Huge
great
connection. Oh, but his end reset actually mitigated. Well played by Brady. That could have been very
I
scary.
think this game will come down to the wire, honestly.
No, I think this game is going to come down to one big mistake. It's going to send it over the line. Interesting Wizard. Sri with approximately 2 elixir lead here. See how he responds to this Wizard. He's going to leak a little.
Good Valkyrie.
Nice Giant Skeleton here. And Sri recognizes that his counter, his tank, is out of hand, and he goes Mega Knight opposite. This is a great play by L3.
Great play.
But he does have to defend this right side to attack. That
Inferno
Inferno might
Dragon,
connect.
potential
That Inferno
connection.
connects.
Oh.
Does he have Zap?
Yes, he needs to
This
zap.
could be huge.
Oh,
Okay, the
good
Zap
zap,
saves
good
him.
zap,
That
good zap.
could have been very
Ooh,
bad.
Mega Knight connection on the left side, too.
Now, I did say Mighty Miner was banned, but I don't think we've seen any champions played yet. Have you seen Golden Knight, Skeleton King, or Archer Queen?
Nothing.
I'm surprised Christian did not run Archer Queen because we have seen him run Archer Queen. He loves that card. Bit of a pay-to-win guy.
Although Archer
Max
Queen
Archer
has
Queen.
been nerfed recently.
That
Bit
is
of a
true.
pay-to-win.
That might be why he's not. But the Golden Knight was buffed.
Yeah, Golden Knight is currently a great card. Again,
And
he
again,
recognizes
he recognizes
Black
that
Buff
Giant
tank.
Skeleton's
Oh,
out of
good
hand. He
kite.
goes opposite lane.
Good kite.
Oh, the Mega Knight jumps
Minions
into the
connection.
rage. That's huge
Minions
value.
connection.
Minions are connecting. This is huge from L3.
Huge connection. Brady Henderson needs to...
I think that just put him back in the damage lead. And going into OT, you know it's about damage.
Every little bit of damage now.
But do you notice how both of these guys, they don't have heavy spells? Like L3 has Zap and Brady has Arrows, so they can't really rely on the spells to get damage. They've got to get connections.
I think Brady Henderson definitely needs to capitalize a bit more on his Goblin Barrels here.
Yep. Recognizing that L3 doesn't have a hard counter to this Goblin Barrel. The
Great
Zap
damage.
doesn't one-shot the Goblins.
Great damage.
Great
Wow.
damage there.
You know, he's leaking quite a bit of elixir, but...
Interesting.
Oh, great Inferno Tower connection. Oh, Shri.
Oh, nice Zap. That could be huge.
That
Oh my
is-
goodness. Shri might take it off that Lumberjack. And that's a Zap away. It's game.
Zap.
Huge, huge plays by Shri. Prediction arrows, a little bit of desperation from Brady. I don't think he can pull this back though. Shri is back to his Zap after one more card, and,
Wow.
and then he's
and
just going to
that
zap it.
Will be good.
Well
game.
played by both
Well played by
competitors.
both
We're going to
parties.
go to a third. Let's see if they go for a deck change.
This is a great matchup so far.
1-1. This is an intense match. All right, we're going to watch Edward versus Connor Cashman. I don't know what the set score is on this. Looks like Edward's already activated King Tower, though, which is huge. Actually, it's not that huge because it's Expo.
Yeah,
It won't be
matter at
affecting it.
all.
Oh, but Connor, that is a huge
That
King
is
Tower
huge.
connection because Edward's
No,
win
this is not
condition
the-
does need to get close to the tower.
This is not the first time we've seen.
And
Connor
Edward's
Cashman
switching up to the
use
5-spade variation. That is what you generally expect here. And that Earthquake
Questionable
practically
Quake.
does nothing. And
Very
now he's
questionable Quake.
now he doesn't have a response to the Expo, and this
Oh.
is not looking good at all.
Uh
Oh man.
oh.
And a cry of agony coming out of Edward
Maybe.
Chang as he realizes he might have sold the round. Oh, he says it's all good though.
Kevin, your protege seems to have made a very big mistake, but do you think he could still come back here?
There is a chance. The problem is he has heavy spell for Chip, and Edward's not even gonna. He's gonna allow that E-Spirit to connect, which is debatable. Interesting fireball coming out of Connor.
Not bad, honestly.
I think he's just playing it safe. He doesn't want the firecracker getting insane value.
And he's purposely playing the Tesla out of the Earthquake range.
Yeah,
Like,
that's very
great
smart by
move.
Connor Crashman. That high Tesla is definitely what you want to do against Earthquake. It's interesting that Ed is running Earthquake because it was emergency nerfed.
Oh yeah. curious to see if Edward can possibly
But
bait
he
out
doesn't
a
know he's running
Tesla.
Expo, so I guess the Earthquake is a very solid counter against it.
Good fireball.
Great
Pushed log
fireball.
backwards.
But I think it still got a hit, or was that the
It
Earthquake?
did get an
Oh,
idea,
it's
got
one of
a
the
hit.
Earthquake.
But
Yeah, but if
Arc
Edward can
again.
keep up the pressure here, there's still a chance. Oh, great fire cap. Prediction Tesla. Well played,
bad.
but I don't think it'll be enough.
I think he's just going for the chip damage.
The
at
problem
this
here is
point. But
Edward
I don't
has
think
to
it's a good
Quake
idea.
for
Yeah,
damage,
look.
but Connor's just going to keep
Yeah.
X-playing opposite whenever
I
he uses
don't
his
know if
Earthquake.
That was a good idea. You might have to give your protege a little talk about that one after.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Edward Chang, and I believe I think we already witnessed him lose once. So regardless of the set score, 1-0 or 1-1, we might be nearing the end for Ed.
The
Oh
fireball by
boy,
Cashman.
fireball's coming down. I
Yeah.
think that's only
I
like
think-
2 more fireballs and 2 more logs to take this tower.
You know, interestingly, I think Cashman has stuck to the same deck this entire
Cashman
tournament.
is looking like the
What are
heavy
your-
favorite.
What are your thoughts on?
Expo comes down. I think it's about to lock, and
Yeah,
that is
it's gonna be
game. That is game.
Well
Tough
played.
loss for
Well
Ed.
played.
He says it's all good.
You hate to see it.
And let's see, are there any
I
matches
think,
remaining?
you know, although Arc has been playing fantastic this entire tournament, do you think the fact that he has not switched his deck could be used against
I think
him?
it could be used against them. There are many great players in here that will recognize the counters to Expo, such as Earthquake,
Oh,
Golem.
100%. Any,
I actually
tank
want to see
unit.
some Golem here.
Although Cashman does seem to be a great Expo player.
Let's see, L3 and Brady, are they still going at it? They will, in fact, be
They
starting their
are.
third match. The long-awaited 1-1 set score. Decider match to
Brady
who goes to
using the
semis.
same deck as before.
And yeah, good job making sure Cashman and Chris do not play yet, because we will be showcasing them on the chairs shortly. Now, Will F and Connor seem to be in the quarters. Have they been playing? Are they playing each other?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, huge Lumberjack connection. L3, huge early damage lead, and Brady is not happy.
Some smiles coming up from Shree.
Brady is not happy. Shree knows it's not over, though, as the famous Kobe Bryant quote goes. How does it go, Ayush? Job's not done.
You missed every shot. I don't know.
Job's not done.
Huh?
Job's not done, Ayush.
I didn't even hear what you said. This job's not
And
finished.
someone's going to be laughing. Looks like there's some BM from the spectators. We'll have to see how Brady responds to this early damage deficit. And stay tuned, folks, for the Edward Chang versus Andrew Chen show match. It will be buildings only. It will be a fun matchup.
Oh, wow. Huge.
Huge connection again. Problem with Brady's deck is it's very expensive. He doesn't have many cheap cards to block that kind of
And
Lumberjack
at the same
connection.
time, Shree seems to be running a lot of great counters.
Interesting he was there. We gotta talk. We do need. It looks like Ed wants to leave, but we do need him for the show match.
Oh, big Lumberjack connection on the left side as well. Giant Skeleton coming down, but not before reducing. Allowing this tower to be reduced to half. So, you know, I think Brady's biggest weakness is that Inferno Tower, considering he doesn't really have a great option.
Yeah, I mean,
EWIS is hard to.
it's not like his Giant Skeleton can break through without it, right? Because it doesn't seem like he actually has a win condition. Like, I guess his Golem Barrel is there, but like Shree can always save his cards for it. So that Giant Skeleton is really what sends him through.
Okay, well played, great series, two great players.
Honestly, a great series between these two
Very entertaining.
Clash Royale gods. But Shree will be moving on to the semis. L3 YT, make sure you drop him a follow.
Once again, big shout out to Amir Hamid, watching out for us and doing the bracket.
Facts. Also, big shout out to Westboro TV for helping us live stream this event and making it run so smoothly. And for those of you still just tuning in, just a reminder, this is for Charity Week in support of Ukraine, so please donate if you can. All profits go to Ukraine. And looks like Will Fitz running the 2.6 Golem. The Hog Rider subbed in for the Golem.
Great rocket.
And
Very, very questionable play
and-
against.
And Connor McDermott is caught so off guard that he rockets the Golem.
It wasn't a bad
Wow.
rocket though, honestly. Cut
I
the
am at a
Musketeer.
loss for words at this 2.6 Golem cycle. I guess
cannot
it wouldn't be
believe my
2.6 average cost
Yeah,
anymore. That
but
Golem probably spikes it up to like 2.9 or
Conceptually, it's the
3.1.
same.
Christian
more,
is in
yeah.
disbelief as he is a 2.6 Hog Rider player.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. This Golem cycle. And Connor Cashman goes for, or not Cashman, sorry, Connor McDermott goes for the rocket, but I don't think there was a good reason to do that, and now he's at a huge elixir deficit.
Oh, good fireball to get
Defending
rid of
this
the
will be
Wizard.
tough. Nice Knight to kill the Musketeer.
Oh, good job
Nice
from the
recycle to
back.
the Tesla. And I think we know what both decks are. It seems like Connor McDermott's running Ice Bow, and Will Fitzgibbons running a 2.6 Golem cycle. Huge fireball. Almost gets a Musketeer connection. I'm very curious to see how this game goes.
Oh, he goes for another rocket.
Connor McDermott recognizing that Will Fitzgibbons does not have a reliable way to get damage, so he can't just keep rocketing this tower. And Will's going to have to make a big move here, make a big connection in order to bring this game back, or else I think Connor will win off the rockets. Great fireball there. Getting the damage, killing the Ice Wizard. Can he cycle back to another Tesla?
I don't think he can.
He should be on the
connection.
Tesla. Oh, nice tornado. Huge tornado.
Oh,
We did not know he had that card, but that is part of the Ice Bow. You do expect the tornado for extra defense. And can we talk about this Ice Wizard Tornado combo? This is one of the best defensive combos in the game, and you pair that with the rocket, it is almost impossible for Will Fitz to break through.
However,
nice
Will
Rocket
Fitz
here,
does seem to
bringing
be
the
getting a
damage
little
back
bit
into,
damage.
and we're in triple Elixir now. This is gonna come down to the wire, Yush.
Oh, 100%. I think Connor McDermott.
I think he should log higher there to get some damage. Every bit of damage counts here.
Will Fitz is getting some phenomenal damage off.
Yeah, but it's gonna be impossible for those golems to connect with that tornado, Tesla, Ice Wizard, and the fast cycle.
Another fireball comes down.
Another fireball comes down, and that might be game. The Musketeer locks on the tower.
That's
Oh my
it.
goodness!
Oh!
Huge win by Will Fitzgibbons. 2.6
Very
golem cycle.
interesting deck.
Never before
No,
seen.
good-
We
good
might need a
sportsmanship.
post-match interview for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can we mute?
All right, Mr. Will Fitzgibbons, I think that was a phenomenal game, down to the wire.
Thank you.
Walk me through that final minute.
I mean, man, it was really just going to be like I needed to outcycle him, needed those fireballs. Obviously, Golem connection would have been crucial, but like those are tough to come by. He's got that
100%.
Tesla. So it's kind of just like I had to land those fireball hits. He's low. I was up in damage going into that, so I really just had to kind of get that more cycle, I guess.
You know, I think a lot of people definitely agree that your deck was very interesting. So, do you have any inspiration?
Dude,
for
I
where that
mean,
came
it works. I played all 3 games on that, and I mean, I
Hey,
went.
If
I
it works,
went
it
through
works.
them.
You took down Connor McDermott, who was
he was good. He was good. It was a
having some
great game.
matches.
It was a great game.
Hey, all right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck.
Alright, so we are advancing to the semifinals. First up, we'll have Will Fitzgibbons versus L3. We're waiting for the camera to pan onto them, but it is going to be best of 3. Hopefully they don't.
It's best of 3.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your Wi-Fi?
Turn it off and turn it on.
Alright, L3's looking for battle. Looks like he has a deck prepped. We'll have to see if he sticks with his interesting deck with the
Could we potentially see
switch up?
Will Fitzgibbons pulling out his 2.6
3.1 goal. Well, with this few players left, we actually don't. Oh, looks like his Wi-Fi is still. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
make the other.
All right, we're gonna go for a matchup switch up here. Connor and Chris will be going first now.
Christian. Go.
Yeah. So what I was saying though, with this few people left, I think we will start to see people trying to counter their decks and like counter strat and basically get in each other's heads. You get someone else's phone.
How would he play on someone? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess he could, yeah.
Ask for someone else's phone. No, they can't. Their Wi-Fi is like.
Wi-Fi issue.
A little bit of technical difficulties, folks. Is Andrew still here? Oh no. We could do the show matches now.
Okay. Brady. Brady, do you want to you want to play Ed in the show match? Buildings only. Yeah, buildings only. Tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed.
Phone number. Alright, who's going first?
Christian, are you good?
Alright. Just play whenever you're ready. Who's Chris versus Cash? Oh, actually they could still be on the chairs. It's fine. Alright, we're ready.
Alright, awesome. After some brief technical difficulties, looks like we are
back.
finally back on track.
Looks like we're waiting for them to send out the match.
AirPods in, looks like.
Oh, Cashman is locked in with those AirPods.
Ready to go.
Chris actually had to go on a new phone in order to, because his old phone was broken.
Yeah, I think
so
it died.
in order to play. So we're waiting for them to send out the match. And while this is going on, there will be a game another semifinals game going on. Will Fitzgibbons and L3 will be playing.
We can probably swap like halfway
Once
through.
Will's Wi-Fi works.
Sri, try to.
Oh, and they're looking for friendly battle. I almost pressed it by accident. That would be
Kabu
interesting.
versus,
Hopping in semifinals.
What do you
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
So it does say Will 412, but Christian is actually on Will's account. So
This is Christian versus.
Christian, I heard Christian was going to run Champions, but since Will's account does not have Champions, he won't be running that. And it looks like Cashman stuck with his
Sticks
comfort
with
pick.
his,
His
and
3.0 Expo.
Will switches to give me the 2.6 with mirror, which he's been running for a long time.
We do know. I think we do know both competitors' decks.
Oh, yeah.
But do you think Christian is running the mirror variation here?
I definitely think he is.
Well, no, his Ice Spear comes down, and his Skeletons come down, so I highly doubt he's running the mirror. But I think the mirror actually would have been better against the Expo.
Yeah, I agree.
Because of all these counters, you need a mirror to cycle quicker. And he's going to go for the King Tower. Oh,
Failed King Tower activation.
not a great timing. That King Tower activation is
Should have placed a tile
not what you
before.
like to see. Looks like Christian's going to leak a little bit.
Nice. I think it's very passive so far. No one's gone in for.
Connor's just cycling his archers in the back. Great
No, I
move
think
to do.
we've seen that many times already. A lot of spell cycle going on.
Christian goes for the high ice golem. You generally see that played like way back in a log. Just understanding that this matchup might go to chip damage. Oh, and he goes in a little bit. Musketeer. Can that get a hit? Oh, that could have been a huge hit.
Big hit. But
We'll see if that comes to bite him back later on.
Good E-Spirit.
Nice archers there. I don't think...
Okay.
Were they necessary? I don't know if that would have
I
gotten
don't
a
think
hit.
it was necessary, but it's okay.
They're entering double elixir. It's going to start to pick up.
No, still even
Nice skeletons
2
there.
minutes into the game, it still seems to be.
And we
very
still haven't
passive
seen
on both sides.
Connor play his Expo yet, but we are expecting interesting fireball. That might cost him. He's down 4 elixir.
Big.
Doesn't hit tower damage. Not very value. And Connor's
Cashman
gonna punish
goes
with the
in
Expo.
his
First Expo.
Expo of the game.
Nice response to the fireball. The cannon should take the rest. Good defense overall by Christian, but he is down a lot of elixir.
He needs to watch the E-Spirit.
Yeah, Connor's recognizing that he can start the fireball cycle and double elixir. And that interesting musketeer there, knowing the fireball's out of cycle, so you can't play it weak side. Nice fireball by Christian.
Definitely.
Nice Expo. Could this connect?
Musketeer.
He needs his ice golem down. There it is. This is looking a little sketchy.
Oh, good fireball.
Oh, great fireball.
Great fireball.
Oh, the Expo lock.
Huge connection, and Christian does not have his zap to reset.
Okay, cannon to mitigate damage. But this is really
That
not looking
could
great.
potentially
Weak
be
side tower
game.
1669. Connor Cashman's weak
Goes
side tower
in with
2323.
another Expo.
He's going to go hog rider to counter this Expo. Goodness.
I think it might be a great play to just play defensive the rest of the game. Just cycle.
I think Connor can just start the
Yep.
fireball cycle and play
Double
solid
fireball.
defense. Starting to the defensive expos might even be helpful
Christian
here.
will definitely be needing a big breakthrough here.
Christian can only come back if he gets a few hog hits here. That Tesla is brutal to deal with. I actually think if he's running the mirror bite variation that we saw like earlier in the group stages, he might have been able to connect more often with the mirrored hog. So the spectator is going to BM. Nice expo. Goes to the double.
You know, and considering the fact that Cashman has not changed his deck at all this entire tournament, I'm surprised that
No one's tried to hard counter him here. Maybe they just all thought he was going to switch at some point. They never did switch.
Game.
It's all the mind games.
Fireball.
Nice fireball. Kills the Musketeer and does crucial damage. This is a 700 damage game. With 20 seconds left, anything could happen in Triple Elixir, but Connor's playing exceptional defense. Understanding the cycles.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's tough.
Looks like it's going to be game 1.
Looks like he's going to take the first set.
Will go to Connor Cashman.
Well played overall.
I'm curious to see how Christian will try to bounce back in game 2.
Well played by both parties. I think Christian's going to need to respond with a new deck, assuming Connor doesn't switch.
Now, for Connor at this stage, do you make the switch to a new deck, or do you continue to stick with it?
He seems to understand that he seems very comfortable with this deck, first of all, and he seems to understand that he's in their head. Sorry for that. We're waiting for the next match between Connor and Chris. Connor's up 1-0. We want to see how he responds, or Chris responds here. Oh, looks like a new arrival. Looks like Will is on a new phone. Interesting account here. A little bit lackluster on the cards. And L3 is looking for a battle. I think we can hop back and forth between these games. What do you think, Yush?
100%. So this is the first game of Will Fitzgibbons versus El Shri.
Interesting. L3 goes for the Lumberjack at the bridge.
El Shri running the same deck he's been running the entire tournament. I think that could be...
Yep, I think you're right. And Will does switch up. He doesn't go for the 3.1 Golem. Those minions Rage are going to get a lot of damage if they're left untouched. Okay.
Goody whiz. Golem Barrel incoming for Will.
I think this is smart by Will, recognizing he's probably watched Shree's games. He recognizes that he only has a zap for a spell. So it's tough to counter that Golem Barrel. Interesting.
El Shri will definitely have to be careful as this game goes forward.
Looks like some technical difficulties on the other side of the semis.
That Golem Barrel. Oh, Valkyrie connection. That
huge
is
Valkyrie connection, and 3 over defends with the Mega Knight.
Yeah.
But he is up a lot of Elixir. Like even after that Mega Knight, he is up 1.
Will Fitzgibbons definitely needs to be careful about overcommitting here. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
That is brutal. That might decide the game right then and there.
Wow.
That is,
El
you
Shri
hate to see it.
Great Mega Knight connection.
That deserves a cheer.
What happened there?
You know, us casters, we try to stay neutral, but sometimes you gotta cheer when it plays
damage
good.
on the King Tower as well.
Yep.
Great connection as well. Oh, Will Fitzgibbons
Oh
looks to have given
boy.
up.
Oh boy.
El Shri with a confident victory in game 1.
I mean, let's not speak too soon, Aish. Have you ever heard of the 2-0 comeback? Nice Skarmy to make sure the Ewiz doesn't reset the Inferno there. Yeah, and this game is not looking great for Will. And Shree's gonna go Mega Knight opposite, recognizing that Pekka's out of hand.
You know, 20 seconds left. I think
Yeah, I don't think there's much to be done here. We're gonna check out the other game.
Game 2 of the semis going on over here. Wow, Arc has not switched. Wait, what?
Wait,
Someone's griefing.
this is interesting. Is this?
Someone's
Is he playing
griefing.
Chris?
Christian, is this you playing?
I don't think this is. I think we were
don't
baited.
think
Aish.
it's- yeah.
Alright.
Oh wow, someone's.
Looks like
griefing
someone
the
has
tournament.
griefed the tournament.
Slightly unlucky. Big grief.
Who is this man? He's getting the boot.
Yeah, good.
Do not come back.
Wait, we're still waiting.
Alright, so we'll wait for that match to finish up and we'll just watch the next match. So I think the score right now, L3 is up 1-0 and Connor is up 1-0 on Chris. I think he's just waiting for this troll to finish up. Yep, just gonna let him 3 crowns.
Yeah.
Alright, there's
You know,
L3.
I think that could potentially be harmful to Connor, considering that he gave away his deck.
Oh, that is interesting. But he might just switch
He
again.
might switch, or he might not.
So it's hard to
If you
say.
think about it, he has ran the same deck.
He has
entire
ran the same
tournament.
deck the entire tournament.
If I was his opponent, I would definitely take the risk
Yeah.
of running a counter.
Indeed. Loop.
Tree. Yolo, you gotta be careful before. Actually, no, the guy's already been kicked.
And it looks like the battles have
Here we
been sent
go.
out.
Both
L3
games
versus Will
begin.
Fitz. We'll watch
Start
this.
with, yeah.
Let's see if they went for the deck switch up. I think L3 is running the same deck.
Same deck, I'm assuming.
The comfort picks, we talked about them. And Will with the Tesla. Have we seen this before?
I don't think so. Potentially Expo. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of Expo.
There's been a lot of
today.
Tesla in this
Very
tournament too.
surprised.
Interesting
Interesting
zap.
zap.
Just probably because he's
Yeah.
leaking, right?
Yeah. The
Aggressive
Pekka,
Inferno.
ambitious, very ambitious Pekka. Don't know if that was a play.
Well placed zap, but it's a little bit too late.
Unfortunate. Good defense by El Shri.
Indeed. Yeah, I think L3 is running the same deck here, and I think Will is actually running the same deck too with this. And recognizing that his Pekka is probably out of cycle, he does go for the Mega Knight here. He actually,
Interesting, yo,
he
Pekka
might be
for
one
Mega-
understanding what Shree's deck was, because you have the Pekka for the Mega
Oh,
Knight.
Musketeer
Oh,
connection.
huge
That is
connection.
very.
Oh, and the late Pekka.
Huge
That's
overcommitment.
That's scary. Now he's gonna get another counter push off
that is not
after
good
killing
at
that Pekka with a +2 trade, or actually
If he's gonna scare this
+1
guy,
trade now
Skarmy,
because of the zap.
That's not good.
But yeah, as I was saying, it's possible Will built this deck specifically to counter Shri. He has the Pekka for the Mega Knight. He has the Zap for the Skarmy. And he has the Ewiz for the Inferno Tower. But then again, he doesn't have Log or some sort of hard counter to the Goblin Barrel. And we haven't actually seen much Barb Barrel now that I think about it.
No. Considering everything, El Shri has played fantastic defense this game, allowing
Indeed.
0 damage to his tower so far.
Well, all he's done is just Inferno Tower or Skarmy, and he can't zap both.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of tough to break through.
I think Wolf is giving us definitely at a huge advantage here. Even using the Goblin Barrel, I don't know.
I think he's at a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's upside. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Upside down, a little mismatch.
Ooh. El Shri
Musketeer in
with
the back.
another huge Musketeer connection.
And nice
Oh,
Valkyrie.
good dog.
I think L Street just understands the cycle better than most players, and that's what allowed him to get so far in this tournament. Like, he understands when the Pekka's out of cycle, when the counters to his deck are out of cycle, and he takes advantage of that. And we're actually going to hop over to the other game just to check out what's going on. we have Chris, even though it says Will, versus Connor.
Oh, he stakes with the
And this game is
Expo.
close.
Wow.
It looks like Chris does throw in the mirror variation though, instead of Ice Spirit.
I'm curious to see how this thing. Oh, connection.
Little Expo connection there. Not a big deal.
Dude, I'm surprised that no one has tried to run any kind of rocket or
And I
tank
think Chris just
depending
mirrored his
deck.
skeletons. I saw level 13 skeletons on the board.
That is very interesting.
Fireball coming down. I don't know about that play because he was at a Lexer disadvantage as well. And I think Connor's going to punish here. Well played by Chris
Good
though.
log.
Bring
A
it
little bit
back.
chip too.
This is going to be a close one, I'll tell you.
Connor Cashman looking very focused and calm.
Locked in
as
with
he
those
plays
AirPods.
his second game in the semis. Yeah, something I think that Connor does exceptionally well is getting a lot of chip damage throughout the game.
He's very good with the spells, making sure that his logs and fireballs are always getting value, getting damage on that tower. And you know it adds up. Like when it comes down to it on these games are not tower games. These games are one-off overtime damage.
He misses the hog rider on. He sacrifices. Wow, great defense. Wow, and he gets a chip damage.
And you know what's interesting? I just realized the Ice Spirit was buffed in the April patch, in the April balance notes, but
Definitely
I don't think
making it a
it's
lot more
significant enough
viable.
for him to use. I think he still goes mirror here,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I agree with his play because when you have this mirror, you have to see exactly right here. You have this wild card, this hog rider,
Huge
catch him
hit.
off cycle, and I think it might get a connection or two. And this is why you play the mirror instead of the Ice Spirit. You know Connor's running this Expo variation. That is a huge mirror connection.
Goes in with a.
And that's a nice cannon to catch it, but the log will
Questionable
mitigate.
Expo, to
This
say the least.
Expo does not lock as the hog rider opposite lane. Well played by Chris there, and the log should clean it up. Now
Potentially
that mirror
hog
put him back in the game. I
Oh,
think
100%. I think it could potentially.
I
win
think
the game,
this is what I was
potentially
saying
go other lane.
when last round he lost.
Definitely should go.
Ooh.
Great job by Christian catching the Expo.
Yep. Recognizing the logs coming down, he plays the hog rider in anticipation. Well played. And he might change his lane switch. Now the weak side is on the right, and the fireball comes down. Oh my goodness!
Huge.
This game has
Huge
been brought back solely, I think, solely because of this mirror variation.
I agree.
And nice log there to get some value. And now we're entering triple elixir. It's going to come down to the spells. It's going to be really hard for Connor to connect with this Expo here. It's going to come down to spell cycle. Nice fireball though. Almost a connection there. That was very scary.
Still get a connection.
And the nice hog rider comes down. He's going to need to keep supporting, spamming. Another Expo could be played by Connor. This is getting down to the wire. Oh my goodness. If Connor breaks through here, he could bring it back. And that connection, oh my goodness.
Great
Connor is
played by Christian.
milliseconds away
Mirrored
from connecting to this Expo. But that mirror, again, it comes in clutch. It blocks the Expo from connecting. And all Chris has to do is hold on. He hits 700 damage up. As long as this Expo doesn't connect, he's going to win.
Wow.
Desperation Fireball comes out. Doesn't even get the tower damage. Chris might be taking the second map. Well played by Chris here with this mirror variation. Recognizing that the mirror is the key to winning this matchup. If he had that Ice Spirit, I don't think he would get the same results.
At the same time,
well played by both players. We will be going to a third set.
Notice the trend. Switch games. How did the other game end?
Christian pointing out it was the mirror. Well played overall.
Tree smiling. I think he won.
We'll see if Stree's game is still going on. Seems like he won.
Yeah, he won. Wow.
So it looks like Stree will be going on to the finals and playing the winner of this match right here.
Now, Kevin, if you are Connor Cashman, what do you do in this situation? Do you switch your deck for the third game, considering?
I'm not sure, but we'll find out.
Personally, I think I'd definitely go for a switch here. Cheesy Hog Rider start. But wow.
Connor seems unfazed. And there comes the Mirror Hog, the thing you've been waiting for.
Wow, huge.
And that is huge connection early on.
And level 13
huge.
Hog
That's
Rider
2/3 of the
doing
tower health right there. Just because of the mirror.
Damage. Wow.
Now I'm curious to see if Connor switched up, because these are the 4 same cards, but he might have switched his other 4 cards.
I doubt it, honestly, but...
There comes the X-Spell, recognizing the Elixir advantage. Nice Ice Golem. Does he have the Hog Rider back in cycle? Yes, he does. And the log should come down here to help the Hog. Oh, nice log by Connor Cashman. And then log in response mitigates the damage. Christian is looking good right now. 600 damage lead.
But again, I think
Oh,
this could still be any man's game if
yeah, because all it takes is one Expo
one
connection here.
Expo connection changes everything.
And that's a really nice cannon.
I think Connor Cashman definitely needs to watch that cannon at the bridge.
I think the way he gets this Expo connection is through insane predictions. He's going to have to understand the cycle of Chris's hand. And if he can get these key reads, he might be able to get a breakthrough.
Oh, 100%.
And Chris gun with the E-Spirit BM. Connor responding with the sad skeletons. Just a log, cycling damage. Chris doesn't so in return. And there comes the Expo. Hog Rider in return. Tesla, good prediction there. But it seems tough to break through here with so many counters to this Expo. You have the Ice Golem to block, the cannon to return, Musketeer, log, and the mirror. You can't forget about the mirror, which won Christian the last matchup.
If we flash back to game 1,
And Chris goes for the mirror log and almost gets a Musketeer connection there. That is huge. Well played there. I think that mirrored log was a complete throw off, but Connor did a good job catching it.
100%. Now, Kevin, if you think about game 1, Christian had actually taken a big loss when he used the Ice Spirit over the mirror.
Yeah. Even though the Ice Spirit was buffed, I don't think it's going to make a difference in this matchup.
Wow,
Going with a passive cannon, interesting. It does have more health, though, with that mirrored cannon. Ice Golem to support.
The question is, was that a good play?
And I think he can wait out the second Expo. He does need to focus on this healthier Expo. What is? He's lagging out.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Does that
Disaster
count?
strikes.
Does that count?
Connor's holding back, understanding that he's lagged out, but there's not much he can do because of that Expo. This is truly unfortunate. Now we will give Connor Cashman the option to offer a rematch, but I think the fairest way to go about this is to ask Connor if he'd like to rematch.
Connor. Yo, Connor. Very respectable
man.
answer.
Connor will be offering a rematch because Christian lost to the Wi-Fi.
Great sports.
Claps all around by the audience. All right, this time we will not be making that accommodation, so.
Dude.
Oh. Oops. Okay.
Accidental click.
This is an accidental. My apologies, folks. It's just in my blood.
Because it's going to take him too long with the Expo.
This is unfortunate.
You know, Kevin always itching to play.
Yeah, I'm always itching to play.
Always itching to get better. So,
I mean, while we're waiting for Connor to get out of this match, I do want to mention this, for those of you just tuning in, this is for Charity Week. We're fundraising for Ukraine. All profits will go to Ukraine. So please donate if you can. It'll be greatly appreciated. And huge shout out to Westboro TV for helping us run this event. So just waiting out the Expo. But I am excited for this finals. It'll be Sri versus the winner of these two. What are your thoughts on the finals?
Dude,
do you think there'll be any deck switch-ups?
I don't think any of the remaining people have switched up their decks at all. Except for Christian, I guess, but it was just one card sub.
I think Christian is the only one who's been deck switching, but we'll have to see. So hopefully I don't make another mistake like this.
Yeah.
But we're ready to send out the match now. So Christian's looking for a battle. Accidental mistake by me. All right, we're going live.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Again,
see
this
if
is the rematch between Connor Cashman and Christian because Christian lagged out.
And it seems like our post-match interviewer has returned, Colin West.
Wow.
He will be interviewing the winner of this going into the finals. I think we're seeing the same decks.
Again, wow. Now, I am extremely surprised that I have not seen any kind of Expo hard counter.
I thought he would run the Quake
Oh,
or some sort of
100%.
Hog Quake
Rocket,
here
anything.
because it's much better against the Expo.
Oh, 100%.
But Christian sticking. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Missed.
Connor Cashman. That is a devastating connection.
Interesting cannon.
But
though,
this Expo actually could connect here.
Yeah.
Oh, Musketeer to
Good
snipe it. Well
Musketeer.
played.
Great Musketeer. Wow. Connor Cashman would
Just shout out to Connor Cashman though, offering the rematch, even
Yep.
though Chris lost the Wi-Fi. I don't want to predict the outcome, but I feel like
Yeah.
Chris had that match in the bag when he lagged out. So
I agree.
So I think
So I think
this
it's
is
only fair.
I
but
respect Connor for offering the
respect.
rematch here.
He's a better man than me.
Yeah, I think I would have just taken my
I
three
would've
wit
taken my dude, exactly.
and dipped onto the finals, you know.
Especially if it's for $50.
Facts.
You know.
But we're all here for
huge
fun.
connection.
Oh, huge connection.
Huge
Puts him back
connection.
in the game.
We're back in there.
Nice archers to predict the
great
cannon, and
prediction.
that is massive.
Amazing prediction.
Perhaps it was karma for being so nice to Christian that he got that Expo connection.
See, that's what I meant earlier when I said this could be any man's game. Just
one
one
Expo
Expo connection changes everything.
I feel like Chris theoretically has a better matchup here, but to play it so perfectly is tough. And these connections can really, one connection can just change the game.
And you know, Cashman clearly a very experienced Expo player.
Understands how to defeat these
Great
Expo
fireball.
cycles or connect. Oh, I thought the Musketeer would get a hit.
Fireball.
Nice
Should
log
likely
coming
cycling
down
to
just for
another
damage.
Hog Rider.
And we are in double Extra now, so things will start to pick up.
Mirror
Musketeer to snipe. Does see the log come down here for the skeletons. Very nice. And Connor Cashman.
And again, Connor Cashman excellent with the chip damage all throughout the game.
Indeed.
Before
And
you
that,
know
could
it,
that
your
E-Spirit
tower
chain?
will-
He's be careful there. Oh my goodness, that is a huge
wow.
connection there. One Elixir just for like 50, 60 damage.
In a game like this, every hit point matters.
Every hit point. I think I've won a few games
huge,
off. Oh, huge
huge
connection there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Back to what I was saying though. I think I've won many games off 1 HP, so anything can happen. Connor goes to the inside Expo placement instead of the outside, if you notice that subtlety there. I think he was trying to predict he's been playing the Musketeer on the left, so that's a subtle detail there. That Hog Rider connection, though,
Was
might have won push in the
absolutely
game.
Huge for Christian. See
We will
again,
have,
Archer.
but the Archers connections all
connection.
across the board. This game is anyone's game.
I think a spell cycle race may begin very
Our
soon.
spell cycle race may begin, especially when we hit that triple Elixir mark in 30 seconds. The Musketeer
Oh
to
my
snipe
god.
the Expo.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You know, I do think it'll be very
I don't
hard
think
for
Christian.
Connor
I think
Cashman
Christian
to
needs to log
break
the
through.
opposite side. And there comes the Hog Rider. Tesla should come in response. That was a very close. That could have almost missed the pull.
Yeah.
There's the Expo.
He's pretty good cannon.
Hot mirrored Hog Rider. Well played. Cannon 2 to support. The Knight is there though.
You know, the mirror
Okay, Ice
Hog
Golem
Rider
to
doing
prevent the connection is
a
good.
phenomenal amount of damage.
This game
But again,
has
Connor
come down to
Cashman
wire.
with some-
Triple Elixirs hitting.
he's pretty-
Nice skeletons to prevent the E-Spirit. Expo coming down. Hog Rider opposite lane. Mirror Hog Rider on the left side. Cannon there to support. And there's the log.
log,
This is
double
becoming a
log
spell
on
cycle
both
game, and
sides.
Connor is in the lead.
But you know, if this comes down to spells,
I think Connor might
Mirror
take this.
could definitely take it.
And there's the Expo connection, and that might be game. That's 2 fireballs.
Oh
That's 1
my
fireball and a
God.
log. Connor has to be careful though. The Hog
Log.
Rider's coming down. Here comes the
Fireball.
fire. Oh,
That is gonna be
that's game. What a matchup. Such a
Well
close
played.
game. Respect to
Well played.
Connor
Two
for
great
offering a
players.
rematch.
And a phenomenal match.
And we will be
That is
having the
definitely
finals. Connor versus L3. Tough loss,
You know,
Christian.
big shout out to Will Collins for giving out his phone. Great person.
Facts. And the long-awaited finals, folks. Connor Cashman versus L3.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on this matchup? I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Considering the nature, Ark has been playing the same thing, but so is Shri. Shri has a lot of tanky units.
Shri has an interesting. If he does that, Inferno Tower could. Actually, it's gonna be hard to connect the Inferno Tower. Connor will predict the Inferno Tower.
But Mega Knight and Valkyrie.
Let's see. But Connor does seem to be
dangerous to Connor Cashman.
I can't tell if he's texting or going for a deck switch up there, but
seems to be texting. But
that was a very close semifinals.
Oh, 100%.
So, in interest of time, we will be making this a best of 3, not a best of 5, because we did run late to start this tournament. Best of 3. Our permit ends at 8. Yeah.
Actually ends 8:30 for cleanup.
Should we do a post-match interview while we wait?
For the winner of this. So whenever you folks are ready, we are ready to commentate. L3 sending out the match. This time I won't click it, Ayush.
I'm
very looking forward to
see what decks they will run. If I had to predict, I have a feeling both of them run the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think it's just the comfort picks, right? But it's I think Connor has a better matchup off the deck, so I wouldn't be surprised if L3 went for a switch up here. But it doesn't look like that. Or maybe L3 went for.
L3 maybe did.
No, well he had this in his original, I believe. So there's the fireball, getting some nice chip early on. No, I think he's running the same deck.
Wow.
I really thought Shri was going to switch up.
Oh, 100%. I guess comfort picks at the end of the day.
Because even if you have the better matchup, if you don't know how to play it, Connor doesn't want to leak.
Going in with his
chip log.
Good chip damage.
It's going to be interesting.
I do think it'll be hard for Connor to get a connection on the tower.
Oh, nice zap.
Get a lot
now
of
that
chip damage.
I think
that was a great zap.
Because you need to get aggressive early on, because Connor's soon going to start relentless with these expos.
Oh, wow.
Nice Inferno Tower.
Oh,
E-Spirit will reset, and then Archers will reset. Huge there.
But you know, again, like the tree has
so
two big tanks.
Valkyrie, Lumberjack, Inferno Tower, Mega Knight.
You know, like I said, I think Ark will have a very difficult time breaking through. But likewise, I don't think Shri has the greatest ability.
The thing is, Shri doesn't have a heavy spell. Connor has Fireball and Log.
And as he has shown many times this tournament, he is great at spell cycling.
And that might be what's come down to. He's already spell cycling the weak side
I think
tower.
he recognizes this trend early. If I was Shri, I would definitely look to play aggressive early on.
Connor realizing he's probably not going to break through with the Expo, so he's going to have to get a lot of damage. Oh, Shri might break through here. Oh, it's getting a little sketchy. Oh, huge minions.
Huge minion connection.
Wow.
Connor Cashman in trouble from a singular minion.
Connor Cashman not looking happy about that. That might win Shri the game, even though he can spell cycle. Like, what can he do about that? Like, he has to bring it back with fireballs and logs. But
I think it's still definitely a possibility. But you just have to be careful on that.
Connor is very much in this game because he can, in triple Lexer, double Lexer, like soon he can start just fireball logging.
You know, E-Spirit connection on the right side.
Yeah.
I think that Shri definitely has to be careful. Although he is in the damage lead.
He has about a 1,000 damage lead, 800
down.
after the fireball.
Fireball does come down.
Oh, I don't like that. I think he should have waited for the mesh though.
I think he should have waited as well. If I was Ark at this point, I'd just play very passive.
Just spell cycle.
Spell cycle, yeah.
We're going to go into overtime. Connor with an 800 damage deficit.
Split lane push here. Interesting.
Nice zap, just to chip the tower, help the Musketeer. That might get a hit.
You know, like again, Connor Cashman's done a great job closing the slight distance.
Indeed. I think he was down by around 1,200, now he's down by 800.
I think Shri definitely has to watch out for that right tower going forward.
Is that Expo going to connect? This is getting very scary.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, huge connection.
That is a huge connection.
Wow.
And now the weak side tower shifts to the same lane, which actually helps Connor more. Notice how the weak side tower is now on the left, so he can log and get more chip. And oh,
huge.
Sri. That is tough.
You know, I think honestly that might seal the deal here, but still a 500.
Oh, is that Mega Knight gonna jump?
You know, once again, Cashman getting some great chip damage off with the spells. I think
This
the
is
move here
tough.
is definitely to play.
He's already setting up the
plays
defensive expo. He knows he's about to spell cycle him.
Yep.
There's the first fireball. I think this is 3 fireballs, 2 logs. And that should be game.
Unfortunate for Shri, but I think this goes to show how it's any man's game.
Yep. I really thought Shri was gonna win after those early connections.
Until
I spoke to
see, but that's what Connor Cashman has done great. He's kept his composure.
Yep.
Ran the same deck.
He waited for a mistake. He capitalized, and he was down by 1,000, and now he's up by like 1,300 damage. And that's gonna allow him to take the first match in the finals. And he's 1 match away from winning it all. And a $50 Visa gift card.
Do you change your deck?
Now, how does Shri respond here? Does he change his deck or no?
Considering that Connor Cashman has not changed his deck whatsoever, if I was Shri, I'd definitely be looking to run a hard counter right about now.
Connor instantly sending it out. Shri instantly accepting. Did he have time to change his deck? I think Shri also recognizes that with that deck, he almost won. So it's not like he has to switch his deck anyways.
True.
But this could be the final game of the Clash Royale challenge. Valkyrie to go in front of the Musketeer, just to force a response. And there it is.
Very slow start from both parties. But again, I think Shri definitely needs to watch out for the chip damage that Connor
He's already started to build up, right?
And you know, Log will definitely get more damage than Zap.
And I think we've seen this over and over with when Christian faced Connor and Sri now, is as long as you prevent the expo connections, it just comes down to spell cycle.
100%.
And Sri doesn't have a heavy spell, he only has Zap. But Connor has this fireball and this log, and it's just so much damage. I don't know if both play like perfect or near perfect, it's going to be Connor's game.
Oh, 100%. I think Connor knows where this game is headed as he has taken the early spell damage lead.
And honestly, I don't even see incentive for him to go aggressive expo. Whenever he went aggressive expo, he got destroyed by this Mega Knight minions push.
Again, if I were him, I would play defensive in his spell cycle.
Good fireball there, just to clean up those minions.
Knight getting a great.
Knight putting in the work. Knight can't counter Mega Knight alone, if with the help of the tower. So that's a +4 trade.
Wow.
There goes the first expo.
First off the expo.
Inferno to counter.
Does he have
Does he have V-Spirit? There it is.
Does.
Oh, but the
great prediction.
Nice Skarmy by Sri to make sure that the E-Spirit doesn't hit the Inferno Tower and reset it.
Don't know if that was intentional, but great play.
There's an Archer connection. And a Fireball, that's huge. And another log may come down here just to kill the Musketeer. E-Spirit it is. It's not looking good for Sri.
Now, if I'm Connor, I'm definitely looking to play extremely defensive here. Play calm, play cool.
He's one thing he's done really good in this tournament is staying calm. He hasn't made big mistakes I've seen yet, and he's just slowly brought the lead back in all the games that he was down.
And I partially think he's played the mental game the entire time, not switching his deck even once.
Yeah. But then again, no one else switched their decks.
Yeah.
But people, like you saw, like Edward Chang, he was switching his decks left and right, trying to get in people's heads, and I think it partially worked.
But
I think he just might have had a little bit of a sell.
With the decks may have
So there's
Cost
definitely a
him the fireball.
balance that you need to hit here, but
Yeah.
it seems the prevailing four that made it the furthest were just comfort decks. They just seem to like, I don't know, just never switch. They just they trusted it.
Connor Cashman, the gentleman, is doing great. Playing some defense, getting some good chip damage.
Playing
as
great
per usual.
defense, and just the tower just slowly whittling down. 1500 damage lead. I think he should just give up that expo. Yep, well played by him, recognizing he can't protect that expo.
I mean, Connor really has no reason to go on the offensive now. But now that it's about to be triple elixir,
And there's the
potentially
fireball,
Shree's-
recognizing triple elixir's coming. Like,
potentially Shree's time to shine.
we'll have to see. Here comes the Mega Knight.
At bridge.
Lumberjack
Setting up
to
his
follow.
Defense. Knight comes down. Wow.
Connor's forced to do
Oh,
a
he
defensive
forced
fireball.
the
This is
lumberjack
a
onto
huge
his
breakthrough
tower.
potentially. Mega Knight
Oh
jump
my
with
God.
the rage.
Oh my.
Oh. But there's signs of life
again.
after that. Certainly a chance, a window of opportunity
If
to
I'm
come
Shree
back.
now, I would not give up the offensive. Oh.
Ooh. Nice fireball there. Can the Musketeer connect? No. If Connor just plays solid defense here for 20 more seconds, he could be the champion.
He may very well walk out with the
$50 Visa gift card. And just playing passive, recognizing he doesn't even need to fireball tower as long as he can prevent Shree from getting any damage. And
Looks
with
like
7 seconds
that is
left.
going to be game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. Two amazing competitors. Connor Cashman comes on top with a 2-0.
Everything good sports.
And he will be your first annual Clash Royale Challenge from Westboro High School champion. Round of applause again for Connor Cashman, everyone. All right, and we will be calling over Colin West and or Will Collins to interview Connor Cashman.
Perfect. Hey everybody, I'm here with Connor Cashman, winner of the first annual Clash Royale Challenge for Westboro High School. That was obviously a thrilling match between you and Shree. Walk me through a little bit of the final moments of that match.
I think a lot of it came down to just gathering chip damage over a while. You know, not really going in very aggressive because that's when he can punish me with his Mega Knight. I feel like it was a very good match overall. I was playing a lot of buildings, you know, playing a little bit of Clash of Clans at the end.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought it was really well. Thank you, Shree. It was a great match. Thank you very much.
Of course. And also, I noticed you played Expo the entire tournament, didn't switch your deck once, and I know it was the same with Shree over there too. Were there any points where you ever considered switching it?
I did consider switching at one point because I had been sniped by somebody. I wanted to avoid that in the future. So maybe I'll switch it up a little bit. I never ended up actually switching, but it did cross my mind. Maybe I should, you know, switch up decks at one point.
All right, well, thank you. Incredible job, and I have your $50 gift card for being the winner.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, folks, that pretty much concludes the stream. Final reminder for those of you who just tuned in, please donate to the using the GoFundMe link. The profits will go to Ukraine. It's part of our charity week. Without further ado, this is
Kevin Shu,
And you shot up audio.
signing off.